Good evening, everyone, or morning, afternoon, night, whatever time of day it is in your time zone. How are we all? Can you see and hear me? And is the image looking okay? Hopefully you can, and hopefully it is. Who have we got? Who have we got so far? We've got Philip. Hi, Philip. Hello, Deb. Glad you've made it. Hi, Winter. Who else have we got? Sam's here. Hello, Sam. And Jill. Hi, Jill. Laura's here. Hello, hello. And Clark, hi Clark. And you can see and hear me. Thank you so much, Sam. Hello, Danish Puzzler. How are you? And you can hear me. Thank you, Cara. How are you doing, Cara? All right, I am back with the life puzzle. 3,000 pieces. Here you see it in front of you. Looking lovely. And I've got the box in front of me because I've got a blank board in front of me today. The other bits I've done are underneath, so I'll show you those in just a wee minute. But I thought I would just show you the image just to give people a reminder of what it looks like. So far, I've pretty much been working from the top right and working my way across to the left. So I've done the pink sky, I've done these sails. Last week, I slogged away at these seagulls, which took quite a while, and I also filled out quite a lot of the black sky. Oh, excuse me, and I'm just about hitting these balloons, these little tiny balloons here. I do have that moon built. I built that when I built the planet. And I think, if I'm remembering correctly, I said that this week I would go for these balloons. And that's why I've got a fresh board out, because really I'm now sort of going to be working from left to right. And somewhere along the line they will meet. But yeah, no, I think I'm going to do that. I've also got some rainbow pieces that I might try and put in, and I've got some more bird pieces that I might try and do. But ultimately, it would be good if I could make a start on these animals here. I've got a big pile of animal pieces, and I think they're going to be not too bad to build. I think they'll be, even though it's a big pile, I think I'll be able to sort of separate them out, put them together. So anyway, that's my brief explanation of what I'm likely going to be doing today. But before I do anything else, and before I forget, I am going to give away some memberships. So let's see now. Membership gifting. And I have 5 left to give away this month. So let's see who gets them. We've got Anja J, Chelsea Puzzles, Mercedes, Rock and Roll in My Soul, and Ashley have all got free memberships to Vicky Makes and Builds for a month. So I hope that you do enjoy that. Maybe you can pop in and chat tonight. That'd be great. All right. So what's everybody saying? What's everybody saying? Is it just lots of hellos? Hi, Rose. How are we doing? Has anybody else joined? I don't know. It shoved the chat up when I give away those memberships. Oh, Hannah's here. Hi, Johanna. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so I will show you just briefly what my progress is so far. So this is the top middle board. So if you can imagine, because this is a panorama, it's going to be quite wide. So if you can imagine 3 boards along the top and 3 boards along the bottom, that's how it's going to be laid out. These boards are A2 sized. And so this is the top middle board, and this side meets up with the top right board, which is here, which is almost full. Almost full. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, like 15 pieces to go in here, and then this board is done. And then this is coming out quickly. And so the bit you can see some balloons here. This is a balloon that came together kind of by accident. It had been put in with the sails pieces, so they'd been missorted. So this balloon is going to go over onto another board, but it's just sitting here for now. So that's what I've done so far. There is a little bit on the bottom right board, which I don't have here because I'm not going to be working on that. I've got that bottom edge all done, and I've got a little bit of the boats. I've got like the bottom of the boats, the actual boats themselves. and a little bit of the surface water there. But there's not much there. That's just sitting on the bottom right board. So yeah, basically I'm going to be continuing in this direction, or probably starting on the left and continuing that direction, because the bigger balloons are going to come together a little bit quicker, I think. So what I'll do is I'll put this on this board there, and I think I'm going to do the top edge first from the corner, like do the whole top edge. So ultimately it should join onto this, and then I think that's going to give me a good start to build the balloons out from. So we'll start with edges first, I guess. Pretty traditional, isn't it? And my edges are in this tin here. Hi Vicky, I'm puzzling along with you. I have just hit the sea, but do have some gaps in the sky that are probably mixed up with the sea and fish pieces. Yeah, I've got a couple of gaps in the sky too that I think are mixed up with the water pieces. But well done. You've just hit the sea, so have you done the whole top half then? That's good going. Thanks for puzzling along with me. And I think Philip said he's doing his tonight too. Is that right, Philip? You're working on your life puzzle tonight? Morning, Slitherpuff. How you doing? Ooh, yummy. Ooh, what's yummy? I missed something. What is yummy? Can't be a cheeky bit of cake. Oh, you're eating cake. Nice. Very, very nice. In fact, I'll put that there for a second. Hopefully they'll be pretty easy to pick out because there will be sky or there will be balloon. And you can kind of tell, you can kind of distinguish between coral and balloon generally. So I think I should be fine to pull out all the top edge pieces. That comes down the side, but that's okay. It's not a problem. I can actually do the left side edge as well. That might help me when I come to do the animals. A couple of water bits. So yeah, so just pulling them out. I think that's an animal bit. And that and that. So I'm hopeful I'll get to the animals today. The seagulls took me a lot longer than I expected. They were difficult. In fact, quite a few people said to me afterwards that the seagulls slowed them down. They were definitely tougher than I expected. But we got there. Got there in the end. That's an animal piece, I think, so that should go along. There's the corner. I'm hopeful that I've actually got all the edges, that I haven't mis-sorted any into all the piles. I'm not sure about that. It's a lot of clownfish pieces, so they're kind of obvious. I guess that. Yeah. I don't want the whole left edge because I don't want more than can fit on this board. Getting there, getting there. That is animal. Sure about that. Sky. That's the sky. Animal. Okay, so I think they're all my top edge and some of the left edge pieces that I'm after. Are you puzzling along as well, Asma? Yay! Oh, that's great that so many people are puzzling along. Chuffed to bits about that. Hello, Sets. How are you? Decided to do the 9000 Disney Museum because then I can puzzle along when you get back to it. Can't wait. Yay! Oh, I'm loving everybody puzzling along with me. It's brill. It's brill. Yeah, well, I've done section A, so I've got section B to do, but I won't be getting to section B until this is done. So there's a few weeks to go on that. So yeah, hopefully, if you start with A, then you'll be able to catch up. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. The frames aren't as bad as they seem, and the bit I find the hardest is the wall, if I'm honest. But we know that. We know that. I get frustrated with the wall. Right. So hang on here. Hang on here. Hang on here. It could well be that I haven't pulled. Ah, right. Okay. So that is the join. So that needs to be on this side. So I'm going from here that way. So that's good. I'm not missing any edges on that board. I just got to hope that I've done a good job of sorting them and not mis-sorted any. And I think some of the edge actually attaches to this balloon there. This is the biggest balloon, this one. That's why I thought it was a sail. Alright, so that's a bit further down. I think that's a fish. And possibly those as well. So that's not quite right. And the sky goes from dark to light as it moves along. So here we're starting to get into lighter skies. Can't complain, it's Saturday night, Vicky on the TV. I'm working on my puzzle, definitely a good one. That sounds perfect. Sounds perfect. Do you know what I've been doing most of today? I have been working on wildlife, and I can't tell you how happy I am to be working on that puzzle. Seriously, I I finished sorting both bags yesterday, I think. But I never got around to starting to build. And so I started building today, and it's not only is it super exciting because these are the last two bags. Like this is the last build I'm ever going to do of that puzzle. It's so crazy. Like I've built my last edges of that puzzle. I've built my last, you know, whatever of that puzzle. It's just I'm so excited, but I'm always really happy to get back to it. I'm always really happy to be building it again, and yeah, I don't know, I just love it. I've loved the whole process, and I'm just so excited. I'm so excited that I'm gonna get to finish it soon. So yeah, it's very exciting times, but yeah, I've been doing that for most of today. So, and I've just been in my wee joyful zone. It's been great. Right, so they're fine. I may have to dive back into the edges because I'm missing some. It could be that I've mistaken some of these brighter parts for fish. Like that's an obvious one. I need to find that. But see, it could be that I've missorted it, but I don't see how I'd have missorted that because it's a very obvious sort of red stripe. Okay, let's just... Ah, there's one. There's one I've spotted already. I really hope I can finish it. The edge, I mean. Um, let's see. Don't think. I guess there. There's a bit here that I'm missing. Mm, just trying to do a few at a time so I don't just skip over it without really looking properly. No. So I'm hoping to get a progress video out tomorrow on wildlife for the members. Show you what I've done so far. I'm considering I only started building it today. It's come along quite nicely. I've mostly been focused on section 8. But I have done the edges of section 9 as well. I just dropped a piece on the floor. That was good, wasn't it? But I'm mostly focusing on section 8 at the minute, and then I'll probably move over to section 9 pretty soon and build a few bits of that. Okay, so let's see. I found that balloon one. This is going to go before that one does. But I could have maybe just skipped over it thinking it was water because it's similar colour to the sky. I need to, oh, there it is. There's that one. And that attaches to that. So I can't fit this whole thing on. No. Oh well. Can't fit this whole thing on, but if I could just find that bit, I would be pleased. Looking for a blue bit with an elephant's trunk. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Okay, right. I'm going to put these back again. Hello, Thomas. How you doing? You're marvellous. Good. I'm glad you are. I'm doing fine, thank you. Hi, Matt. How are you? Hello, Darlie. Ooh, a few people have joined. So wild to think it's the last stretch now. I know. I know. It's just unbelievable. Like, I finished sorting bag 9 and I was like, that's the last sort. That's the last sort on this puzzle. Like, I'll do some micro sorting and probably some shape sorting, but like, that was it. And then when I finished the edge, I was like, oh, that was that. I've not found that bit. Darn it. Oh, I can't be bothered getting them back out again now. Right, I'm just there were actually still some edges left in there. I just didn't bother looking because I thought, oh, well, I found these ones. Now then, I'm not sure how many down the side. Is it 20? I think it's 20, isn't it? To a board. 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, that was well guessed. I'll leave that there because it could be that if I start the animals, it might be that I'll need those. But I'm going to try and focus on these balloons. So yeah, basically every bit I do of this puzzle, it's just like, oh, it's the last time I'm going to do that. It's a wee bit crazy. So the balloon pieces are in this big box here. It's a lot of boxes having to hold all those pieces, but it's kind of odd building it this way because the way I'm building it is I mean, I've done double sections, I've done mixed sections, but they've always been mixed. Like, I've never quite done it like this, where um I'm I've got but two sections on the go, but I'm keeping them separate. That's new. And it's quite weird because I'm like focused on trying to keep the pieces separate and not getting mixed up as to which section which pieces belong to. So yeah, but I do have a system and it's working quite well so far. So I just can't, and I'm editing as I go as well, which I'm glad about because that means the videos will be done kind of sooner. It won't be this massive push to edit to get a video out, because I've done some as I've gone along. So I'm just grabbing just colours that are jumping out at me. So there's a green and yellow balloon that's jumping out. There's a yellow balloon that's jumping out. I think that might be a fish. Oh, that looks like this balloon. There. Hello, Bee. How you doing? Can't wait to see the progress. I know, I can't wait to show you. It's underneath all of this. Like it's kind of behind the tripod. I can see it now where I'm sitting. And then there's a bunch under here. Because just before I went live, I was working on the bugs and birds. And I had to just sort of stop. I've almost done them. But I had to just stop. So the boards are literally on top of all the bugs and birds. If I moved these boards now, you'd be able to see them. Um, so yeah, yeah, I will be bringing out a progress video tomorrow. If you're interested in watching that, that'll be over in my members area. So the big pieces with like really big chunky stripes are obvious because they belong to the bigger balloons. This colour's jumping out at me now. That one. That's a funny looking one. There we go. I mean, they're quite well spread out in here, actually. Is that? Ah, look at that. That one goes down here. Just don't want to. I'm just going to try and stay organized. So I'll sort of leave them in here and just pull a bunch out and then come back and grab some more. There we go. That's the one I was looking for. So this balloon's coming together quite nicely. That's annoying me, that edge. We'll find it. Because I honestly can't see myself having mis-sorted it into the fish pile. Well, I mean, I suppose it might be in the clownfish, but they were pretty obvious. Right. Okay. I need to stop pulling them out now because eventually I'm just going to have all of them on here. Let's put together what I've got, and I'll come back for more as and when. Hello, Sybil. How are you? Just took apart the Piatnik so I could do Love Through the Ages. Oh, nice. How did that feel taking apart the Piatnik? You did amazing on that, by the way. Um, really well done. It's an insane puzzle, that one. So, what will you do with it now, Deb? I've taped mine, so it's I'm stuck with it. It would be hard to take apart as like hard to take the tape off it as well. I don't know if I've got the same balloon here. I think that belongs to that one. And this, yeah. So this is a separate balloon. Goes a wee bit further along. That goes there. Good thing about finishing one big puzzle is it means you get to start a new one. Exactly, exactly. I don't know. I feel so, I know I keep going on about it. I think I'm going to be a bit sad finishing wildlife. Like deliriously happy, but also sad. I mean, that's been a project 3 years in the making. It's just crazy. Like the thought of it being done, the thought of not working on it again. It's a crazy thought to me. Nah. So this balloon is just sort of partially behind this one. There we go. Does it go? No, it doesn't. That might actually be a sailboat, that one. Possibly. Might not be as well. Oh, it is, there. So I've still got some sail pieces mixed up in here. There we go. Good to see you too, Sybil. That's true. Feels so great starting a brand new biggie. Yeah, it really does. It felt amazing getting building on wildlife. Not just because it's wildlife, but because it's a big puzzle. I'm working on a big puzzle and I just love it. I just love it. It's what I love to do. I would definitely have mixed feelings about taking apart such a difficult and beautiful puzzle. I know, I bet. I bet. I would too. Still, there's no taking away the accomplishment. Did you take pictures? I hope you took pictures. Lots and lots of them. So strange to go from watching Criminal Minds to you doing a puzzle. Yeah, it's a bit different, isn't it? 10 days of staring at the Piatnik, so I'm good with taking it down. And I'm hoping to get the portals in September as the next big one. I know. How fast is September coming around? It's coming so quickly. And that means 6 portals. That's a nice one. I'd like to tackle that one someday. Yeah, it's gonna be brilliant. My cat's trying to eat my crackers. How dare it? He is super inconspicuous, very sneaky indeed. Could never tell what he's trying to do. Oh, bless. It was the biggest challenge. I've been admiring it for almost 2 weeks. Probably keep it and maybe do in a couple of years. Really? You'll do it again? Have you kept? You're taking it apart in the sections as 2 bags, right? I think that's what I would do. Hi, Glenda. Just woke up 6:30 a.m. Oh, what's an early one? Question is, why are you eating your cat's treats? Yeah, yeah, it's a fair question. It's sad when you finish a large puzzle you've been working on for a while. Yeah, it was just, I mean, 3 years. It's a long time, isn't it, to do a puzzle? I've done a lot in between, though, in fairness. Totally get that. It's like a journey coming to an end, too. So even though new one starts, it'll be strange, I'm sure. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit odd, but um, that means I get to start downtown. I'm looking forward to that too. And there's a few people got their copies of Downtown ready to puzzle along with me, which is great. I just hope that I can help everybody with it because it's one that people seem to be quite scared of. Yeah, I saw your pictures in Discord, Deb. I did. True. Very rude of me. Yes. How rude. Eating your cat's crackers. I'm a huge Criminal Minds fan. Can't I can watch it on repeat. Oh, yeah, this thing's I'll watch over and over again. You're getting a puppy in September. Oh, what kind of puppy? Do you know? Do you know what breed it is? Took apart top and bottom separately. Yeah, yeah, that's what I would have done. Not fast enough. Sneakily began decorating orange for autumn today. I can't wait. Ooh. You're working on downtown. Oh yeah, that's right. You were sorting it. Have you started building it now, darling? I know you were having trouble with the dust. Will the 6K downtown be before or after 7K 6 portals? I would imagine I will get to it before the 6 portals because 6 portals is going to be streamed, but not till after part 2 of Disney Museum. Whereas downtown's going to be after wildlife, which I'm building right now. So yeah, 6 portals is going to be after that, I think. It's a Pomeranian. Oh, little fluffy one. Oh, you've done Disney Orchestra twice. I don't blame you. Brilliant puzzle that is. I actually considered doing that again as mixed. I won't now because I've got my other Clementones 13Ks. I can mix one of those, but I did consider doing that. It's such a good puzzle, isn't it? Yeah, you started building. Good. And how are you finding it, darling? How are you finding the build so far? Hi, Anna. Just stopped to say hi. You're on vacation. We'll not be able to stay for long. Oh, you're having a good time. Where did you go for your vacation? Oh, right. I almost forgot the 6 portals and the wolf one are only like 2 weeks away. I mean, let's not forget about that gorgeous wolf one. It's beautiful. It's so nice. I mean, I'm not going to live stream that one, but I probably will get it and do a video on it though. Um, it's really gorgeous, but it looks harder. Looks harder than I think that might be sale again. There it is. Looks harder than 6 portals, but it looks so nice. Right, so does that go there? No, it doesn't. Ah, that goes there. I'll pop together these green and yellow pieces, and then it'll be time for me to grab a bunch more out. They're coming together quite quick, aren't they, these balloons? And this one I'm not entirely certain where it goes. Wait, does it go there? No. No, it doesn't. Right, okay. Not to worry. I'll find a home for that at some point. Um, there are some balloons on this side. I don't think I've quite got to them yet, though. So let's go back to the box and pull out some more. My sister has already started enjoying the pressure for me to get another cat once I move house. I think I might have no choice. Are you gonna get another cat? So wait, you used to have a cat then, presumably? How long's it been since you had a cat? Or wait, do you have one now and you want to get another one in addition? Yeah, Ohana. You're thinking along the same lines as me, Ohana. I do hope they're 2 bags. I can deal with it if it's one. I think they are Augustine. I'm pretty certain that that's been confirmed. They come in 2 bags. Been deep into my puzzling that I missed saying good mornight to Gustin and Anna. You remembered those, so that's the main thing. Good evening for me. Yeah, me too. Well, this morning I arrived to Rome. On Monday, I go to Naples, and on Monday evening to Capri Island, where I will stay until Saturday when I go back home. So basically, I'm in Italy. Nice. Oh, that sounds lovely. I've been to Rome. I went to Rome like for a day because I went on a cruise and it involved a stop in Italy, and I did have a wee look around Rome. It was nice. We never got off at Naples, but I would have liked to have seen Pompeii. What are you puzzling? Did you say already? Mornite sounds like Marmite to me, and that's a food description. Morning, everyone. A bit late, but here. Oh, hi, Claire. How are you? You're not too late. It's fine. It's fine. Right. I'm just wondering about just grabbing just a handful. Um, because there aren't as many kind of jumping out at me really at this point. There's actually some butterfly pieces mixed in here as well. Ones I've obviously kind of just seen colours and thought, oh, there's a balloon. But the butterflies are up in the sky as well anyway. There's a whole bunch of them up between the house and the animals. So that's okay. It'll all come together in the end anyway, so some of these have quite dark sky in the background, so they're obviously either going to go up here or on the board underneath. Almost there. Thomas, I think it might be time. I'm with your sister on this one. I had a cat called Edward who died about 25 years ago. Aw, he lived on my shoulders for 16 years. I was too devastated after he died, so I didn't get another. Aw, it's sad, isn't it, when you lose a pet? Um. Oh, so you're gonna get another one? Oh, that's so. Oh, lived on your shoulders. That's so cute. Cats are funny, aren't they? Grace is certainly funny. I couldn't believe it. I had him it through for the live on. Was it Thursday? Yeah, it was Thursday. And I was like, well, I'll let him stay for a bit, and then chuck him out. But he refused to come underneath the camera. And then he ended up just staying for the whole thing because he just laid down and was just not a bother at all. In fact, I kept forgetting he was there. Um, so yeah, he didn't want to. He didn't want to play though, did he? And come say hi. Well, obviously, show us pictures in the Puzzle Pet Pals channel in the Discord. If and when you do get one, Thomas, we need to see. We need to see your Puzzle Pet Pal. Right, what is that? I don't know which balloon that goes with quite yet. A lot of them are just quite small now, so there aren't kind of a bunch of single pieces jumping out at me. I'm going to try and have that just there. So that's around about here. Oh, okay. So there's like a really bright bit at the top of this balloon. there. That threw me off because I thought that was a whole different balloon. It's not. It's the top of this one. Still, I found it. That's good. Maybe I should use the dot pieces to help me navigate this a bit. There. That goes in there. There's some really dark sky in the background of some of these. In fact, I found, there we go. There's a bit of the moon. I think I might have some fish pieces mixed up in here. Is that good? No, it's too dark. Ah, there. One's there. It'd be good if I could just get them in there and then I don't have to keep popping back to that board. Ah, that's quite a dark piece. There we go. And that attaches that, so that's good. And seems like I should have some of these, but I can't see them. Does that go? Yes, that goes there. Yeah, they're just not really jumping out. Well, there's a few in there though. I've got a few in, so that's good. Hang on. It's my third time in Rome. I love Rome. I've been to Pompeii a couple of years ago. It's a lovely city, but in one day you've seen it all. Yeah. Well, because it was a cruise, we only had one day there anyway. But we'd been to so many places up to that point and getting on and off the ship that um we were just too tired and we just stayed on the boat. But yeah, it's something I would like to see. You think it might be time? Oh wait, I've read that. The pink and purple one. That one is very pretty. What, the which one? I'm talking about the balloons. Yes, pink and purple. It's mesmerizing. I'm really enjoying doing this live puzzle. It has just the right level of difficulty without being frustrating. Yeah, I agree. I think it's just because there's so much to sink your teeth into with it. There's so much you can work on, so many details and things. Just realized who you are. Yeah, it's Ohana. I know the different names. Like when I first created the Discord and people had different names to what they were on YouTube, it took me a while to figure out who was who. Sister is already looking at pictures of the new house, planning where to put a cat flap. You know what? It's a good job. It's a good job you have your sister to look after these things and figure out what's important. In October, I'll have my first cat for 6 years. Wow. Can't believe how fast the time is going. Oh gosh, I know. Don't remind me. Is there going to be a nice window looking at some tree for the scratcher to go next to and the cat to watch birds? We've got it all figured out. We've got it all figured out. I think out the whole puzzle, the sea and the fish part is going to be the most challenging. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Clownfish might be okay. And there's like dolphins and kind of there's the wee Atlantis and stuff. So there might be bits that are, you could differentiate, but I think all the busy coral and fish, I think that's going to be tough. Winter, time flies like crazy. I've almost had an Amine for half my life. Oh. I have two cats, Bellatrix and Alicia. Alicia is currently on my lap, purring like mad. She hardly ever purrs. Oh, she's watching the TV with you on it. She loves your videos. Oh, thank you, Alicia. There, I waved to a cat. Yeah. I have to go to sleep now. My eyes don't want to stay open anymore. Oh, well, thank you for dropping in and saying hi, though, Anna. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your vacation. I only slept for 2 hours last night because of a very early flight. So have a great time, all. Oh, have a lovely sleep and enjoy your holiday. See you later. Namine's 17. That's such a good age. Such a good age for a cat. So want to reach through the screen and put this one piece in that I'm seeing. Describe the piece, Gustin. Struggling with the smaller fish now. Okay. So you're doing the bottom now, Yasma. She's an old lady. Hey Glenda, sorry, was off getting my morning coffee. You definitely do worry more the older they get. She just had blood work, which was great, and she gets the injection for arthritis, which allows her to jump and run and love life. So she's doing great. Sounds like she's doing good for her age. Can't really have a cat due to allergies. I'm not getting a hairless cat either. I don't blame you. But I do get to visit my mum's cats. That's good. Definitely get the worry though. Are you winter? Yeah. Disa? Yeah. That's winter. Thomas is catching on. Oh, I love it. Right. Okay. I'm not sure which piece you mean, but I'll do my best to put it in, whichever one it happens to be. I think that's a fish piece. There. Um, I've got that one. That goes there. And oh, there. Filled that one in. It's that one that's annoying me. I completely forgot about it and just plonked all the edges away. Okay. So let's go there. No. Ah, like I said. Near the bottom of the pile, wobbly cut on one side, kind of light blue, belongs near the top of this section. Near the bottom of the pile, wobbly cut on one side, kind of light blue, belongs near the top of the section. That one? Wait, I'm gonna. Right, so it's got a wavy, has it? Ah, is it that one? Is that the one you mean? I hope that's the one you mean. Oh, I've missed a bit here. Hang on. Near the. Oh, I've read that. It's not easy, those names. I'm Sam over on Discord. Thank you, Sam. Good to know that you're Sam. Oh, you do make me laugh. Right, that goes that way. I've got that sitting the wrong way. Sam, lol. I'm Vicky. I'm also Vicky on Discord. Well, Sam is now known as Batman too. Yeah, we've got the nicknames going now. I had a cat that was just over 20 when she died. I was nearly 12 when we got her, and she passed in 2015. 20, gosh. It's amazing how long they go. Older cats are the best. I at least have the same name everywhere. Yeah, I know. I was glad when I discovered that on Discord you can change it, so that it shows us what you're on YouTube. I have the same picture everywhere to make it a little easier. Yeah. She really is getting more and more sassy too. We love her like crazy. Yes, Ohana is watching you everywhere. More right, that one. Watching and taking notes. I'm the guy on Discord named Gustin who talks way too much. Not at all. And I'm chill on both, lol. I have the same name on Discord. It's something about that Bond Slitherpuff after so many years, even though you have the worries. And for me, the anticipatory grief, it's also just amazing and every day is a treasure. Yeah, I know what you mean, the anticipatory grief. I get what you're saying. Sam, aka Batman. One of my mum's cats is 18. I think he's invincible. He fell off the roof last year and barely had a scratch. Did he land on all 4 feet? Yeah. Well, how high is the roof? I hope it wasn't like a multi-story like flats. Um, I suppose, I mean, it's good not having a scratch, but I suppose you never really know what that's done kind of to the bones or whatever. Right, that goes there. Got that one in there. That fits in here. I'm just using the box to get my bearings a bit with this. I don't know why I don't seem to have that piece. That. Oh, no, it doesn't go there. Where does this one go? Oh, it goes over here. Right, it goes over here. I can't attach it yet. That one? No. That one? No. That one. Get there in the end. You can see the little baskets on some of these, so you kind of know it will go at the bottom. This one's way further down there. That's that one. Connects with a wavy. I may well have some piece. I do have a few kind of light sky pieces. And I may well have some bits of balloon in there. That's down here. I actually thought that was clownfish for a bit, but it's not. It's balloon. I was right. There. That's that one. Oh, can't blame the cat for that one. That was one of mine. I'm molting. Hmm. Hmm. Right. I know I'll put you in there. We rainbow balloon there. That goes up here somewhere. There. This is the top of. Is it the top of a balloon? Yeah, I think so. I just can't see where. Oh, right, it's down here. That's it. Okay, so the box image is helping here. Oh, where's that? I think that goes up here. There. Now that's attached, so that's good. And this one goes over here. It's a two-story house, right? Still quite high up, but I'm glad it wasn't higher. He's a big fan of me, mostly since I always give them cat treats when I visit. That's the way to go. It helps, yeah. My mum's German Shepherd once jumped out of second story window because she was scared of thunder. Oh gosh. She had to go look for her in the woods. Thought we lost her, but she came back and was fine in the end. Oh, gosh. Jumping out of a window. I suppose yeah, I suppose if you're afraid, you'll just run. But my mum's dog, she's got lurchers, like greyhounds. And well, she's got a lurcher. They used to have more than one, but she hates it when it's like bonfire night and fireworks go off, and she has like a house thing that she goes into and hides. My mum calls it her bomb shelter. Does anybody have dogs? Can't have cats due to allergies, but have a hypoallergenic dog called Mabel, who we all adore. Ah, she's a real character. She mostly sleeps under my table when I'm puzzling. So we don't have dogs at the moment, but we have had dogs in the past. I love dogs, and my ex-partner um is registered blind, and he had guide dogs. So for a long time we had guide dogs with us, and they're just lovely. I mean, they're just lovely. Guide dogs are gorgeous dogs. I like all dogs, though, in fairness. But when I was a kid, we had dogs as well. We had some cross-border collies that we rescued, and um, did we have any? Oh yeah, and then we had the lurchers. We had kind of a string of like greyhound type dogs, and my mum's still got one of those left, and the other ones have all passed away. Bless them. But yeah, we've always had dogs. But we can't where we live now in this flat. We're only allowed one pet, and we had Grace, so it's just us and Grace. I reckon if we lived in our own like house though, I reckon we would probably end up with a dog. I love dogs. Had a German Shepherd for a little while actually. I like big dogs. That, where does that go? Over here. I don't think I can attach it yet. And then we've got that one. That's up here. That one goes. Wait, I had it a second ago. Above that one. There. I keep losing the balloon. There we go. I picked the piece up and I recognize the pattern, and I'm like, oh, it's that one. Where is it again? It's like I lose them. That's that one. It goes in there. This is a basket that hangs off the bottom of one of the balloons, but I can't see which balloon. Ah, it's there. That one. But I don't have that bit, which is unfortunate. Ah, that goes there. Ah, that goes up there. So I'm just concentrating a second, trying to find these balloons. Oh, I think, is that one? Again, I can't attach it. It might be that it goes on the next board, though. 2 seconds, and I will have a wee look-see. Yeah, there it is. It goes on that one. I think that's coral. They go there. Not sure. Does that go there? Yeah, I think it does. But I can't attach that just at the moment. That's a fish, I think. They're butterflies. Now then, that looks like a balloon. I can surely fit that in somewhere. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? No, can't see it. Right. I'm not seeing any more. So I don't know if I've got some missorted in the water pieces. Perhaps just I thought it was a fish or something. Because I can't attach this, which is a bit frustrating. And I've got a bunch of butterflies here as well, which has thrown me a bit. So I guess that's it. That's the balloons so far, anyway. I'll leave those pieces there. I'm going to try and find that edge again. Sorry. Having to keep diving into the edge pieces. I'm also going to pull out this box because there's a bunch of bird pieces and also sky pieces and there's rainbow pieces. So I may have wee bits of balloon in amongst these ones. In fact, I'm looking now. I can't help myself. I've got to see. That looks like a balloon, maybe. Can't see it. Oh, there's a bit of balloon. It's one of the baskets there. That's in. So I'll probably move on to these next, and then the animals. But I want to see if I can find this. It's very annoying. I had a good look through them, and then just put them all back in without. I forgot about that one. Okay. It's going to be pretty obvious. Pink, white, and blue. That's if it's in here at all. May not be. I may have missorted. I can't see them. I can't see it being anywhere except perhaps the clownfish pile. I may have mistook it for a clownfish, but apart from that, I don't know where else it would be. Nope. Nope. So they came together quite quick, the balloons. Quite pleased with that. Certainly not as big of a slog as those seagulls, which is good. Nice job on the balloons. Thank you so much. I guess as I found out, you can be allergic to one concrete cat and not any others. Also, cats can be allergic to humans or dogs or each other. Very strange. Yeah, right. I didn't know cats could be allergic to humans. According to blood tests, I don't have a cat allergy, but this one always makes my eyes itch if I get him and then touch my eyes and I sneeze all the time. That used to happen with my sister's cat. She had a cat, um, and I stayed over at her house once, and she decided to, sorry, it was a girl. She decided to sleep on the pillow, like next to my head, which, I suppose might make you sneeze, but I've never known anything like it. I had tears streaming down, I was sneezing, coughing. There just must have been something about her fur. Because often Grace will like near my head and it's not a bother. No, I've not got it. I've missorted it somewhere. So that's annoying, but never mind. We'll find it another time. Shall we? Sip of my juice. Been over a year since we've had a dog in the house. My dog Gibbs died last year. Aww. And before that, we had a dog in the house for 30 years. So now you're going to get a puppy in September. Aww. I grew up with Samoyeds. Nice. It's cat life for us now, but dogs are great too. That's quite recent. I'm sorry for your loss. Yeah, very. Tomorrow I'll go visit my mum. She has a beagle. Oh, they're cute, aren't they, beagles? One of my cats, the fat and lazy one, actually attacked him once. Oh, when she brought the dog to our house. He is, I guess, a god cat. Oh yeah, they don't take any rubbish, do they? The moment that something, I don't know what that word gets the 7Ks, I'm buying them both. Oh, is that a store? Like an online store? I guess Guston doesn't have pets. Changing the subject. No, his mum has cats. I have a reminder set on Portal so they mail me. I can't wait. I really can't. It's gonna be so good when it comes. My work schedule doesn't really work with having pets. Yeah. Thankfully, someone's here most of the time, so Grace isn't often on his own. I get that. Luckily, my life is all the same all the time. Ideal for cats. Those hot air balloons are so pretty, which reminds me of how much I like Air Balloon Valley by Nathaniel Mortensen. I love that man. He's so nice, isn't he? I put a post up on Instagram of the finished puzzle because I finished Charmed Cottage last Thursday. If you haven't seen that, by the way, go and check it out. Nathaniel Mortensen, who did the artwork for that puzzle, um, was in every stream. I was 3 streams I was doing it for, and he appeared in every single one. He was so nice. And I wrote I wrote about the puzzle and stuff, and that he was there, and some of the things we found out and everything. And he put a little comment on the post. I posted it in Discord so you could see. Yeah, so you could see because I know not everybody's in Instagram. I would love the 1,000-piece version of Air Balloon Valley as he originally designed it. I know. It's a shame. It's a shame it ended up being turned into a 500 piece. Although I'm sure the 500 piece would be fun. I'd like to try it. I'm having trouble getting hold of the Happy Sheep yarn shop. I gather it's not in print anymore. I had a good look for it the other day and I couldn't see it anywhere. We had a black lab called Max who died when he was 12. It was so awful. We bought Mabel 6 months later as a puppy, as I couldn't stand the quiet. Oh, yeah, it's sad. It's sad when you lose them. I love it in any count. I don't have air balloons in puzzle, but for this, man, I would build it. I don't love air balloons. Yeah, they're nice. Yeah, it was good. They went together quite nicely. Just such a good wholesome puzzle. I just do for fun. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce it. I don't know how you say it, but it's a Danish board game store. Okay. Has lots of puzzles. That's good. But if I hate air balloons because of my fear of heights. Oh, right. So you wouldn't actually go in an air balloon. I've never been in a hot air balloon. I think my mum has, but I've not. I'm the opposite. I'd love to go in a real one, but don't need them on my puzzles. No, we don't need them, I guess. So jealous of people who have puzzle stores near them, and we've got a couple of shops that sell puzzles, but Sterling's really small, so the shops are really small. You don't get, masses of choice. We'd have to go to Glasgow or somewhere to for the bigger shops. Same, Portals is going to be one of those really fun puzzles you don't want to stop puzzling. I think so. I think everybody's going to love that one. Envy your lack of fear of heights. Vicky, just finished watching all those videos. What a special treat. Were you nervous when Nathaniel was watching you puzzle? A little bit to start with. Just to start with, on the first one, because I knew he might turn up on the first one. And I thought, gosh, am I going to get all tongue-tied or anything? Or run out of things to ask him? But the nice thing about it was everybody in the chat sort of knew he might turn up. And I knew everybody would want to ask questions and things like that. So it was kind of like that took the heat off me a little bit because it meant I could puzzle without feeling like I was ignoring him. And other people were asking questions. So it worked out quite well. But I was a little bit nervous to start with. I guess it's a bit like having a celebrity pop into your live stream. So yeah, a little bit. But then, like, he was just so nice and chatty and accommodating. Like, he would tell you all sorts about the puzzle, and um, he answered everyone's questions, and he was really good. So it was only really the first week I felt that, and then after that, I was fine. I got a bit nervous when I did a dust drawing of a witch's hat. I sort of modelled it on the witch's hat in the puzzle. I got a bit nervous doing that because I was like, oh no, an artist is going to watch me draw a picture in the dust. But I think that went all right. Not too bad. So there's a big bald eagle, I think it is. Yeah, that I might just put together because there's a few pieces I've got of that. Is that one of the balloons? Can't tell. Can't tell. There's a few pieces of that, and I'm thinking it might just eliminate a few pieces. I'm certain they're part of the bald eagle. I could sort of distinguish that these went up here because there's like an icy mountain. See here? So there's like bits of white in these pieces. So that helps as well. No, that doesn't go there. Ah, ooh, it goes there. Puzzle pieces are coming to life. That's the top of. Oh, that's the top of a camel hump there. So I'm starting to kind of touch on these animals, but I'm getting a few of these pieces. I wish I knew where that one was. That one's a very big balloon piece. I don't know where I've put that. No, what about that? Some of these pieces are quite dark still, so they obviously go a bit higher up. Don't know. This is I think that might be the giraffe, which goes over here. I think that goes there. There. Does that go there? Yes. It does, it does. There we go. Yeah, so the snowy mountain bit of this is fairly obvious, which is good. That's a butterfly there. And that's the bit of the giraffe's head. I thought these were eagle pieces, but they're not. They're bits of animals. No. Okay. And then you can see there's some more sort of mountain pieces here. Not as obvious as here, but you can see some differences in the pieces. Hmm. Okay, I'm slowing down now. Slowing down. What is that? There's some funky shapes that I'm seeing. Like, I figure I should be able to find it just from the weird shapes sometimes. I don't know. Sometimes I think I might have water pieces mixed up in here. I think that might be the water. That one as well. What's that one? Hmm. Yeah, okay. All right. Let's. Oh, that's a balloon piece. There. What goes in there? That looks like a balloon piece too. There we go. And that one. That could well belong on the other side, though. Does that go here? No, it doesn't. Where do you go? It goes that way. You can just see the bottom of a basket there. Not sure about that one. But I was going to do this bird. Let's see if I can do this bird. I've got quite a few pieces of it. So I'm hopeful. That one, that one, that one. I may have pulled out other birds here as well, but not to worry if I have. Okay, I think I've got most of them. There's quite a few birds flying, so I could do with having somewhere to put the. I might put this over here. There, that's better. I was just at Skywalk in Poland. It's 62 meters high, and they had kind of a balcony with a glass floor. Excuse me. It was so cool to walk on. that and see the height under you. Oh my goodness. I don't think I could do that either. But I get that's not for everyone. I would literally freeze and being able to move in that situation. I mean, I was a bit the same in not quite like that, but when I went with the Space Needle, um, that has a glass floor, and if I when I stepped on it, I was looking down, and I just really slowly walked out onto it, and I don't know why walking slowly onto it would make much of a difference, but I don't know. And then I kind of forced myself to look up because it was just, then I just behaved normally, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's weird when you can see the ground underneath you. It's kind of odd feeling, isn't it? I didn't freeze, but yeah. I don't know if I could do what you did, Ohana. I did abseil one. I abseiled down the Wallace Monument once. The Wallace Monument's it's like a tower here in Stirling, and it's named after William Wallace. And it's 220 feet high, and I abseiled down that. That was quite frightening. Though, did it for charity. Right, so this bird, let's do it. Let's do it, do it, do it. So I assume you can't get on you can't get on a plane then, SS. I was nervous for you, but you didn't seem nervous at all. I love his artwork. I cannot find the charmed cottage. Um, yeah, I tend to. I don't know if it's because I've been a dance teacher for years, or because I've sort of done up in front of people kind of things, if that makes sense. I don't know. Like I'm able to hide my nerves quite well, but I do feel it. I do feel it. There are a few moments when he asked you a question, but you were focused. I know. See, that was what I was worried about. Um, but yeah, because I was worried at first that I was going to miss him when he arrived in the live stream, and then and I know that there was a few, on the first one anyway. There were a few minutes where I didn't even realize he was there. So there was that. But I mean, I'm hopeful that he understood. If I'm just not looking at the screen, there's not a great deal I can do. And he said he had fun. He said it was fun watching me build it, and so yeah, I think it was a really really cool thing and such a surprise. Like I had no idea that that was how it was going to turn out. It went really really well. Okay, so oh gosh, this isn't really coming together very well, is it? Vicky, you do wonderfully with Nathaniel. You were such a good hostess. Oh, thank you. Yeah, hope I was. Happy Sheep is on Amazon, Vicky, but it's called Ravensburger Puzzle 2D. 1,000. Oh my lord. Must be from Poland, although it's free postage. Do you post the link in Discord, Rose? Are you in the Discord? Yeah, you are, aren't you? Could you post the link in Discord? Because I'm never going to remember that. It's funny that. You know what, right? I couldn't find the hotel vacancy puzzle for ages for that reason, because it had a weird name. Um, and it was there. It had a name like that, like it was Polish or something. That's great though. Thank you, Rose. If you could put a link in the Discord, I will follow it and buy it because I really would like to do that puzzle. Hello, Miranda. How are you? Oh my goodness, I finally found the last piece of the moon that I've been searching for. I was worried it was missing. Oh, I know. Puzzles get you like that, don't they? I won't have time to puzzle tomorrow. How will I survive? Maybe I should take a small one and build it in the car. Yeah, you could do that. Well done, Jill. I'm glad you found it, Jill. I always feel better when I'm worried I'm missing a piece and then I find it. Can't tell you how many times I think I'm missing a piece, but it always turns up in some random pile where it shouldn't be. Yeah, I've had that a couple of times with Penelope Waits. And I had a couple of pieces that I thought were missing from The Legend of the Jaguar Shaman, but it turned out they were stuck to the underside of my extension cable because I'd had it sitting on top of it when I was live streaming. So yeah, they were on the floor. There was one I thought was missing, and I found two. So it was fine in the end. But yeah, it's because I have to move puzzles around so much in here. I wouldn't leave you there, don't worry. I can't tell you how many times I think I'm missing a piece, but it always turns up in some random part. Yeah, it's so hot that pieces are sticking to me. It's like we're having a heat wave here. It's ridiculously warm here. I heard Wallace Monument and thought it'd be of Wallace from Wallace and Gromit. No, no, they've not built a monument to Wallace from Wallace and Gromit. It's after William Wallace. It's quite a historical place, Stirling. There's a big battle here. Kings of Scotland ruled from Stirling Castle, and yeah, there's quite a lot of history around it. But it's basically just a big tower, and I abseiled down it. Hi all, hello Claudia. Finally here to see how it's progressing. Was at my nephew's birthday party today. Oh, how was it? Was it good? He said he's done jigsaw puzzles. Surely he understands how into it you can get. Oh, I think so. I think he understood. Good more night. More night. Love that. Yes, of course I will. What section should I put it in? Hmm. I don't know. Maybe. Well, I'll tell you what to do. Put it in the general puzzle chat, but tag me. Tag me, and then I'll be able to go straight to it. Do you always let artists know when you live stream? It depends. Like if they are, because what I do when I'm live streaming is I'll put a post up or a story up on Instagram, and then what I'll do is I'll if there's an artist, if the artist of the puzzle is also on Instagram, then I will tag them. And sometimes they are, and sometimes they aren't. I knew Nathaniel was, and I knew that he does reply to people and he does share stories and stuff because I've seen them. So um, I don't always let them know, but with him it was more that I thought he might see the story, and he did. I had no idea he was going to come to every stream, so I really was really pleasantly surprised by that. But yeah, no, so it depends. If they're on Instagram, then yes. If not, then um no, not really, because I don't know any way of getting in touch with them really. Would have been cool to have let Colin Thompson know when I was doing Bizarre Town. I couldn't think of the name of it there for a second. How cool would that be to have Colin Thompson come into your live stream and chat? I mean, I would tag Demelza when I did Novel Avenue. I tagged her, but I don't know if she's as active on Instagram or on YouTube. That goes there. So I'm doing the wing here. It's got a big wing going up, and that's its tail. Now I've got another bit of its tail there. And there. I didn't get those out because I thought they might have been a dove or a seagull or something, but they're not. Well, that bit's frustrating me. Why don't I have that bit? Oh well, not to worry. That goes up there. It's there. So I've also got what looks like a pelican or something coming together here. And a couple of ducks. There's a duck there. There's 2 or 3 ducks. I don't have all of this eagle, but that's okay. And some more ducks there. Again, I may have some in the rainbow pile. These are my rainbow pieces. That looks like a duck. There. It's really easy to jump around the boxes with this one because there's so much happening. I'm finding myself diving into lots of different piles of pieces. That's a parrot, I think, that one. And the parrots are on the middle one here. That looks like a seagull. I think that might go there. Yeah, I think that goes there. Found a seagull one. I'm just looking to see if I can fill in that gap, but I don't think I can. Never mind. We've got the fish, the flying fish. That looks as though it should be obvious too. It's so annoying when there's like gaps. I mean, I don't normally let gaps bother me too much, but you know when they're like they should be super obvious and you've just somehow missed them. It's quite frustrating. This is about all I can do with this eagle. I can't fit these other pieces in yet. So what next? Will I do the rainbow? I could just put all these to one side because I feel like I've just got too many random leftovers here. And I'll try to just get a bit of space to do that rainbow. I mean, I have got a lot of pieces in, so that is something. It's just I'm getting a bit lost in my own lack of organization. There, that goes there. Okay. That bit's annoying as well, because I think that goes with the eagle, but I can't attach it yet. There you go with the eagle. That piece, I'm not sure where that goes. Or that one. So I'll leave those there. I'm going to leave the ducks in situ. That is frustrating me. Maybe it's a bit of a sail. Because there's a really obvious bit of pink on it and I can't see where it goes. No, don't know. Don't know about that one. Okay, right. That's one of the ducks, I think. So I'll leave that up there. I think they might be water. And definitely some mis-sorting gone with the sky and the water pieces, which I expected anyway, so that's fine. So now I'm going to attempt to do this rainbow. And some of that will be on this board, and some of it will be on this one. You can actually see it here. It goes behind the lighthouse. Hopefully I can build a bit up on this board and then move over to the other one and put some together on there. Yeah, I don't have big enough hands. Puzzle news. Oh yeah, you could put it in puzzle news. Just tag me. Wherever you put it, you just tag me and then I'll be able to find it. It's so cold here right now. We're getting cold winds from Mount Bull. Oh, right. Yeah. It's just the opposite here. I mean, it's kind of like a thing in Scotland. You know, the kids go back to school and then you get this swelteringly hot week of summery weather. Just just the way it seems to work here. Don't forget about the flying fish. Yeah, I've got some of that one in on the other board. I think with AI, artists need to have more of a social media presence. I understand why they wouldn't, though. It would help people recognize these work and support them. Yes, no, I agree. I agree. Certainly Rose Khan has been active in the Facebook groups. Um, I mean, there's a few that are on social media, but not all of them. I think the leading puzzle brand should make the artist more prominent on the boxes. Yes, they do with some, but not others. It's like just thinking about Ravensburger, like sometimes it's right there on the box and other times it's just, it's just on the side. At least you know where to find the name of the artist on a Ravensburger box. So sometimes I struggle to find it on a Clementoni box. Um, Educa's all right, but yeah, be good if they did make them more prominent. I agree. I mean, books also always have a name, author, and the publisher. Why should puzzles be different? Yeah, absolutely. Put the link on Discord. Hopefully I did it right. Not sure about tagging though, lol. You just put the at symbol, then start to write Vicky, and I'll come up in the list of options. You just click that and it tags me. But thanks for doing that, Rose. I'll have a look at it. I'm excited now. Just edit the post and add at Vicky to it. Yeah, that's right. It's the at symbol. That's what does it. Hi Vicky, where were you born and raised and how did you land in Scotland? So I was born and raised in a town called Nottingham in England, and I was there until now then, about 2008, 7, 2007, I think it was. And then my dad had moved up to Scotland a few years before, and I'd come up to visit him sometimes, and I just really fell in love with the place. And so when my husband at the time, he was applying to be a train driver. He really wanted to be a train driver, and there were jobs coming up with ScotRail. So he actually ended up getting a job with ScotRail, and so we moved up. And then I started a job up here. And then I've been here ever since, basically. Um, we split up in the interim, and I mean, a lot's happened since then. I did actually move back to England for a little while after I had Jasper, and we were there for a bit, and then we came back, and now it's just the three of us, and we're up here in Stirling. So yeah, I came here really because I loved the place, and I used to visit to see my dad. And I've been back to Nottingham once in that time, but for about only for about a year, and then we came back and yeah, just built a life up here now. So here's where I stay. Thank you, Thomas. I did put the out Vicky, so I think it's done right. Yeah, I think yeah. I'll come up as Vicky makes and builds probably, but you'll know who I am. Ravensburger had those bird puzzles where they plastered the artist everywhere. Yeah, that's right. The I like birds ones. That's right. There's a couple of ones like that. Same here in Tasmania. Warmer weather when school goes back. Yeah, it's just the way it is. Isn't Nottingham also Robin Hood? Yeah, where Robin Hood's from. Yeah, that's the one. There's a statue. There's a Robin Hood statue near Nottingham Castle, and he's holding a bow and arrow. He's got a bow and arrow being drawn, and the arrow used to keep getting stolen. People used to nick it all the time. And I think now it's like soldered in place or something. But yeah, the Robin Hood statue it always got the arrow nicked. I just like knowing about the artist. Colin Thompson is another artist they like to write about the history of and how he's colorblind and stuff. Yeah, yes. Unfortunately, I'm absolutely sick of it. What, Robin Hood? You sick of Robin Hood? I don't mind it really. But then again, I'm not in Nottingham anymore. Sorry, won't mention it again. I used to live in Sherwood. Tell me about it, Si. Oh, did you? Sherwood Forest is nice. I so want to go to Scotland. My favourite author is Scottish. Ian Rankin. Oh, I've read some Rankin. I've read some Rankin. They have a book festival called Bloody Scotland. Um, I forget where it is or if it moves. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But it's like for crime novelists and stuff. And Ian Rankin's often at those. Right. So I'm working on this rainbow. I'm going to attempt to put it together as best I can. I don't know. Oh, wait, that goes there. So that's definitely on this side. And there's a duck right above that one. In fact, that is way over here, underneath this balloon here. Here, I think. So then that goes even further over. In fact, I don't even know if this might just fit on this board. But then everything to the right of this is going to be on the next board. So I'll put that down a wee bit and just try if I can to maybe build out from here. I'm trying to use the shape of the piece to help me out here because they're not jumping out at me, the pieces. These are the darker ones, so they're going to go on the next board along. There. That's it. Okay, so I seem to be doing that board's rainbow first. Never mind. That's fine. I can always do a little bit of shifting about here. I can fit two boards side by side, so that's okay. Let's move this across a bit. Right. There we go. I still don't quite know where this goes. Somewhere around here. In fact, does that? Hang on. Does it go up there? No, it doesn't. Okay, never mind. Wishful thinking. Glenda, funny with the different temps across Australia. Here in Queensland, cool nights, warm days. Just beautiful. Is it a bit less bearable where you are, Glenda? Wait, Robin Hood was real? I thought he was made up. No, I don't think he was real. Was he? Oh, okay. I don't know now. You've got me questioning. No, I don't think he was real. But he's like a big tourist thing in Nottingham. Yeah, Nottingham's in England. But that's where. So Liza asked me where I was born and raised. Nottingham is where I was born and raised, which is in England, and I moved up to Scotland later in life. Yes, he is fiction. The name was used in medieval times as a character in plays. He was a Joe Bloggs, John Doe for US peeps. Robin Hood was a mashup of a few people. Ah, I see, yeah. A Scottish John Doe. No, he's not. So Robin Hood's not Scottish. It's not a Scottish myth. It's just that I happen to live here now, and Liza was asking me how I ended up here. There, so that goes there. Look, so the rainbow seems to be coming together on this side quite nicely, but not so much this side. But the more pieces I get in, obviously, the easier it'll be to find the pieces over there. Or at least that's the hope. Now then, that I'm wondering. It gets quite light down here. The rainbow. Right, so that is on the join, and you can see it too. Look how high up that um gap is on that piece. There's a tiny little sliver of bit sticking out at the top. Oh, that's crazy. Well, it doesn't go in there, but it's not going to align right. So this could be it's going to take a little while to figure this out. Cat's meowing outside the door. But I can't, unfortunately, let him in because I have wildlife out. So that goes there. So it's coming together. It's coming together. Ah, all right. Where's that? Okay, so that's further over this way. That looks like a bit of the parrot. Yes, it is. Um, what is that? Oh, that's a bit of the lighthouse. There. And there. Okay. Oh. Hmm. There. Thought that went there somewhere. Just couldn't quite figure out where. There we go. So they're quite dark, the pieces down here. So that's why they suddenly went in a bit of a flurry. I'm struggling to get these in over here. Wait, there's a duck. Ah, that goes there. So then where's that duck in relation to... Oh, right. Hang on. Oh, okay. Wait. Ah, I see now. That goes in there. But does that... Oh, that means that... Oh, right. Okay, wait. So I need to move that out of the way. Oh, that's a lot higher up than I was thinking it was. The eagle. So I'll just take that out, but it basically attaches to that side. Okay, so that's there. And this goes up here. Now, I could have fitted it in all along. Arrgh, what am I like? There we go. And that's where that bit goes. So, that helps. And that attaches to there. Whew, progress. At long last. It goes there. Not certain where... Ah, that bit goes there. Oh, okay. So that bit did attach there. It's just because it's misaligned on the join. Um, it wasn't obvious to me that that's where it went. And that... Oh, that goes there. Oh, yeah, that's part of the second rainbow. Oh, I never noticed that. So, I know I talked, like, I don't know how many weeks ago, 2 or 3, and I said there was a second rainbow. So you've got that one, but then there's one here. But what I didn't realise was that this one arcs all the way along, and there's actually a bit of rainbow that comes over here. I never noticed that. Can't see for looking. Right, okay, so that's good. And then this one, where does this go? I don't know. I guess there's a whole bunch of birds and butterflies and stuff that I haven't got in yet. And that, oh, that goes that way. There, that goes there. And then we've got these ducks, which I can probably, hopefully, put in now. Can I? 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's that one then? Oh, it's further up here. There's a duck up here near this balloon. I think, around about here. So, right, okay. Okay. So now what I've got, basically, I'm not sure how well you can see that. You can see that left-hand end. You can't quite see this edge of this board. But so you can see all the balloons I've done. You can see the rainbow I've done. And some birds. But it's quite gappy here. I think some of these ones are won't necessarily have because of I'll have missorted them with the water, but I do have a whole bunch here that I'm sure will fill gaps. It's just finding the right spots because there's quite a few butterflies. There's a bunch of butterflies underneath this eagle. So maybe I can attempt to try and put the butterflies together. Shall we give it a go? What time are we? 5 to 11. Oh, blimey. Yeah, no, I think we could do that. I think we should try and have a go at putting these pieces in. And whatever I manage will be a bonus. And if I don't manage them all, that's fine as well. And I can start on the animals next week. I don't mind that I haven't started on the animals today. I've kind of got down to them here. You can see the outline of the giraffe. There's a little bit of the camel's hump there. So that would be a next logical step, but it sort of seemed to make sense to work on the rainbow and the birds after I'd done the balloons. It's just very gappy at the minute. So that's that empty for now, and hopefully I won't have to put too many leftovers back in it before the end. So let's see what we can see. I'm just going to stop briefly to have a look in the chat. Let me turn these over first. He was a representation of all the Saxon landowners who were very badly treated by Norman oppressors. Okay. Feels like minus 3.2. Oh my lord. Ooh. My favourite Ian Rankin book is The Black Book. I finished reading it in a day because I couldn't put it down. Oh, I've not read that one. I can't even remember the name of the one I've read. It's the one with, is it Rebus or something? The detective. It was one of the, I think it's Rebus. It was one of those books I read, but I can't remember what it was called. Glenda, but it would be. Is it snowy up on Mount Wellington? It's weird to talk about snow, like just because here we're in the like well, I say we're in the depths of summer. Feels like we're in the depths of summer. Learned something new today. Yeah, I know. I know. It's kind of cool talking about Robin Hood. No snow on the mountain today. Hi, Liza. Hi, Sam. I was in the puzzle zone. Oh, you're in the zone. That's good. Well done. Oh, thank you. All nighter, all nighter, all nighter. You'll get your chance at an all-nighter when I do the 24-hour 5K. The Black Book is part of the Rebus series. Oh, Brill! Yeah, I've read one of the ones with him in. There's been several, though, hasn't there? Right, there, that's that one. So that's that bird in, which is good. This one, there. You can just see the little bit of the fish and a little bit of the parrot there. So, and there's some wee bits of bird in these ones. I'm just not sure quite where they go. Let's see. Because there's still some birds over here. The seagulls. I'm just not. Here we go. There. That's that. This one I'm not sure. Not sure about that one. I've got some very dark pieces here, but I don't know if they are missorted. They might actually be perhaps bits of the sea. Not sure. Wait a minute. I mean, the dark pieces, they're not going to be... I suppose they could be in the other bit. I kind of move these now. So I'm just going to leave it as it is for now. That looks like a bit of balloon. There. Perfect. That also looks like a bit of balloon, but I'm not sure which one. Don't know. No. Where are you? Gosh, these dark bits up here are quite tough. Right, okay. I'm going to try and focus on the butterflies, maybe. So I've got some there. Got that one. There's a bit of a bird's wing in that one too. Oh, there's a bird flying kind of low at the bottom. And there's a butterfly. Butterflies. That one, that one. I'm just trying to separate them because they're all mixed up. Right, so that goes there. We've got that. I think that goes under there because that's the eagle's feet. Talons, I should say. So maybe I could find that one. Yes, there. That attaches those. That's good. And then I've got, and that goes in there. There's a green butterfly there. Can I find that? Nope. What about that one? No. That one? Yes. That's good. The background colour is helping a little. It's darker at the bottom than it is at the top. That's it. So you can see like a wee bit of a gradient. That goes in there. So that is the top of a rock there. It's a rock. Forgot. No, let's look at that. Where's that one? I think that's further over here. And these will be higher up. Oh, there we go. This that way. That's actually a bird. No. And that is also a bird. So we've got birds and butterflies down here. I don't know what that is. Unless it's one of the animals. Oh, yeah, it is. It is. I'll pop that over there. Okay. Next. What do I do next? Mhm. What's that one? One of the funny join ones. It's tricky. Butterflies are tricky. Wait, is that gonna? No, it's too bright. So that would go further up. Where's that one? I don't know, I don't know. That looks quite dark. So that must go near the bottom somewhere. Nope. Oh dear, I am getting a bit stuck with this. Oh, there's one. I got one in. That. Oh, that attaches to there, so that's good. This it's got to be floating though when I separate these. I don't think that's right. When I separate these boards, these bits are going to be floating. Does that go there? Yes, it does. No. Mm, no. Good night. Oh, my eyes are closing now. Oh, no, night, Ohana. Have a good night's sleep. Sweet dreams. I don't know how they shrunk this puzzle from 24,000 down to 3,000. I saw it on eBay, and I don't think the 3,000. I didn't think the 3,000 would look good, but it does look good. I might have to add it to my buy list. Yeah, they've cut a little bit off the right and left sides, I think, for this particular one, but not very much. It's still, yeah, still looks stunning. Excuse me, I think so anyway. It's a lovely puzzle. I would like I'd like the biggie though at some point. That goes there. So that little dot there on that one is the horse's head. So we're definitely coming up against the animals here. Definitely. Yeah, it's just difficult. All these little butterflies and things. I'm not even certain these are sky pieces necessarily. They might be water pieces. So I think I'm going to have a bit of a leftovers pile here. But that's okay. Usually happens, so it's not a big deal. It's just nice if I can join bits up. There, that goes there. Wait a minute, does that go there? No, it doesn't. It's just a little bit further forward than that. Still, I've got a piece in there, so that's good. Does that go there? Yes, it does. No. Mm, no. Um, don't think. I see, it's quite. There's some trees here, but I won't have those. They'll be in the animals pile. Ah, that goes there. Quite know how I missed that one. I think that might go around about there. But again, it's floating. Maybe that just go there. Oh, it does. Oh, okay. Now it's not floating. That's good. That is good. That is there. I'm not sure about that one. This is going to go around here somewhere because I can see butterflies and it's kind of a light blue. I'm just not sure where exactly it goes. Ah, a tiny sliver of balloon on that one that I almost missed. Oh, okay. Filling in some gaps over here now. Oh, you can't even see where I put that in. I've got a few pieces that fill in gaps over there. So that's good. Goes there. This will go along here somewhere. There, that goes in there. So the more pieces I get in, the better. Just so I don't have loads lying around. Now then, hang on. That looks like... Ah, there. Okay. Let's build a gap in up there, so that's good. Where do you go? You go there? No. What about you? No. You don't go up there either. These definitely are bits of sky slash butterfly. I just don't know where they go. This one's a bit of a mystery to me. Not sure where that goes either. And that looks like a little bit of a balloon. Yes, it is there. It goes there. Yeah. Well, that looks like a bit of balloon too. There. So some gaps filling in. We're dealing with just more plain blues though now. And that's making it a bit harder to figure out where they go. And I'm not certain, as I say, that all of these are even sky pieces. So, I mean, that's not bad for a little pile of leftovers, those there. I basically built this whole thing on this board and some of this and the rainbow here. So that's not bad going. Like this board was empty at the start of the stream. So that's pretty good. I don't know what it is about this puzzle. I kind of feel like I don't feel like I'm making progress, but then when I look at the end, I actually have made loads of progress. So there's a bit there that goes in. So yeah, it's a funny one. I mean, I suppose the balloons did come together pretty quick, and then I slowed down a bit on the kind of the generic bits of sky and rainbow, but I don't think that's bad for left because this was full. This had pieces in, and that had all the balloon pieces in, and now this is empty, and there's a big gap there. So I have got a good few pieces going there. What do you think? I'll try and move it over a bit so you can see a bit more of it. There. What do you think to that? Not bad? Hang on. I don't know. Oh, how they. Oh no, read that. Looking good. Thank you. Great job today. There's a lot on what was an empty board. Yeah, I know. It just occurred to me. I was like, oh, actually, there was nothing on that board earlier. So it's not bad going at all. Really pleased with that. Really pleased with that. So I mean, I always have leftovers as I go along, so these will be submitted to the leftovers pile, and then next week I'll be able to work on these ones here. Hmm, hang on. Sorry, got a bit sidetracked there. Um, I'll be able to work on these ones here, which are all of the animals, the land animals. There are some on top of the water. Um, so we're talking about all these. There are some on top of the water, like birds floating and things like that. So it does include those. And it also includes grass and rocks. I've thrown those in the animal pile. So what should happen is all of this builds up and fills in here. And that'll attach this bit even more because I was very close to getting these butterflies up to the house, but there's some trees here and they'll likely be in this pile. You can see there's a few pieces with green in. And I did that deliberately. So, and I do think that these are going to be quite easy to separate out to micro sort because you've got all different patterns and textures. You've got pink on the flamingos, you've got orange stripes with the tiger, you've got the black and white stripes with the zebra. Pretty obvious pattern on the giraffe. The horse has a pretty obvious pattern, like the cheetah. It's going to be, yeah, I don't think that's going to be too bad. There's a few gaps, but I don't think that's going to be too bad. So that I will definitely make a start on next week, and then it will be a case of doing the surface water here. That was quite easy to separate out from the under the water because there's more ripply. You can kind of see it a bit better. And I do have a few of those pieces together with these boats. So then I'll be putting that together and hopefully this dolphin if I've sorted that well enough. And then it'll literally be working on this. So that's really good. I'm really happy with that. Really pleased. What do you think? What time are we? Yeah, that's about right. We're at 17 minutes past 11. So yeah, I'll end things there and we'll come back next week with the animals. And I'm looking forward to doing those actually. You know me with my wildlife puzzles. I do love wildlife puzzles, don't I? And I'm in the wildlife zone at the moment. So the animals should go well, I hope. Especially if they're Educa animals. So there we have it. Thank you so much for being a part of today's live stream. Once again, the chat was brilliant and I've really enjoyed it. So thank you for being here. I hope that you enjoyed it. Um, I forgot to bring out a newsletter last week, so I'm going to bring one out and kind of cover the last 2 weeks tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll remember to do that. There will be a members video coming out tomorrow with progress on the wildlife puzzle. So if you're interested in that and you're a member, look out for that. If you're not a member, um, and you'd like to see that, then you can join Vicky Makes and Builds, and that'll be there for you. I always put progress videos up of my large piece counts when I'm building them. So yeah, that'll be coming tomorrow. I'm hoping to bring a video out soon, not sure exactly when, but soon, on the 5K 24-hour marathon that I want to do at the beginning of September. I'm trying to finalize the charity that I'm going to support and just finalize the plans a bit. But I got in touch with the charity today, so hopefully they'll get back to me soon. I'm also hoping that Ravensburger get back to me soon because I was kind of hoping to have like a discount code or something for Ravensburger UK. She did get back to me and say that would be fine, but I've not heard from her yet. So when I've got those things finalised, I'll be able to put a video out on that. So look out for that as well. Um, and yeah, just all the usual live streams next week. Tuesday, continuing Penelope Waits. Thursday, I'll be doing something, but I don't know yet. So look out for a poll. and I'll do a 1,000 piece puzzle on Thursday. And then obviously next Saturday I'll be back with this puzzle. So lots to come, lots to look forward to. Check out the description for a link to the Discord server. There is an invite link in there you can use to join the server. I talk about it a lot, but it's such a great community of puzzlers over in the Discord server. So do think about maybe joining that if you're not part of the Discord server. As I say, invite link in the description. There's also links to my merch stores. Check those out. It really helps. If you like my merch and you decide you'd like to purchase some, that all goes back into helping the channel, which really helps a lot. So there's that as well. There's links to, I think, if I remember correctly, yes, there is. There's links to this puzzle as well, associate links to this puzzle, because this is a puzzle along puzzle. There are people doing this puzzle along with me. If you fancy doing that too, then check those out as well. Please leave a like. I can see you all saying, please like stream. Like. Yes, please. That would be brilliant if you could. If you've not been in the chat and you've got questions or anything like that, please do leave a comment. Or if you're catching this afterwards, leave a comment and I'll have a read of them and answer them if I need to. And that's it. So thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Happy puzzling. Bye bye.